Hi guys, it's yours truly, Music Clues here.
Hey subscribers, it's Ethan here.
And welcome to another Media Maniacs video. Today, me and Ethan are going to be discussing, well, Ethan mainly, will be discussing something that he and I were, of course, looking forward to this year. Of course, I haven't seen it yet, but Ethan has, as I previously said, of course. You know I'm referring to the one and only Uncharted movie, which Ethan just got to see with a friend.
Yup. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Before I get to the some views I have with the movie. Okay, so I'll be honest with you. If you're wondering, is Tom Holland did a good job as Nathan Drake? I say he's good. He's not bad. I mean, a lot of people recognize him when you recognize him Spider-Man 2. So, of course, right ahead of time, you'll recognize him first. So, yeah. So, I'm going to be honest. Tom Holland is a good actor for Nathan Drake. Congratulations, Tom. That's alright, folks. We're just do it in a second.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. This is so the lighting's a lot better on my end. Anyways, so yeah, like always, we will be going over the 3 different things. We will be talking about the action, the music, and the story. And then, last but not least, any other tidbits that Ethan wants to tell us. Just note that there will be no spoilers in here. Here, this is going to be as spoiler-free as we can.
Yep.
And that being said, we may or may not tip over some spoilers for the game, so if you haven't played the Uncharted games, I would highly recommend skipping this video still, just in case if you don't want anything.
Right.
And also, if you were wondering if this is based off of any of the Uncharted games, well, yes and no.
Well, there's references from the certain games. Story-wise, I can't say pretty much.
Yeah, so it's basically an original story.
I would say original, but they say it's prequel. I would say, to me, when I saw the movie, it feels original. Well, plot-wise, I mean.
Yes. So there's that. But yeah. That being said, so I'll let Ethan take the floor now, and discuss the movie since I haven't seen it yet. So go ahead, Ethan. The floor's all yours.
Alright, so those of you already know, like, before I discuss. Okay, so obviously we're talking about the plot. The plot is basically so much different from the games, but I cannot say what the game's plot is. You have to play them for yourself. And plus, I'm trying to keep it as spoiler-free as I can. There might be a little spoilers depending what discussion you want to talk about. So, yeah. Of course. I've already talked about the plot, so I don't need to go over it then a second time. The actors, though, on the other hand, they're not terrible. I like the main character who did really well, and the guy who plays Sully, he's alright. It's just that it feels like it's off place for me when I play these games. But it's okay. I can't say. So, at least I do have one character in particular I do like over in the View game. And you're gonna hate me for this, but I don't know. This is depend. I like Chloe's live action design more than the game. That's just my opinion. Because of her hairstyle is more. Really, it actually fits her hairstyle more than actually in the other Uncharted games. That's just me,
though. Fair. Please, guys, it's just Ethan's opinion, so please get those pitchforks down. I asked nicely. Alright. Well, there you go. There's Ethan's thoughts about the plot and the actors. Now, how was the music?
Music, though, There's some music are like from the game. Most of it is pretty original.
I see. So, do you think it's memorable, or would you call it generic?
It felt generic to me when I remember. But of course, they don't have those kind of like a jungle-like music in there. I just wish they had something like maybe there's something like a music kind of reminds me of the movie called Jumanji for some reason.
Yeah, me and Ethan actually saw Jumanji. I totally forgot about that.
Well, I'm not talking about the latest one. I'm talking about the original one.
Oh, the original Jumanji, even more interesting.
I'm talking about how the music thing I'm talking about.
Got you. That's pretty interesting to say. Well, that's good. That's pretty interesting to hear. Well, okay then. And what do you think of? Let's see, music, plot, music. What else did I say?
What about action, right?
Yo, yeah, that's right. How's the action in the movie?
The action's not bad. I mean, I enjoyed what's going on in the movie, of course. I enjoyed there's some action in there.
How's the pacing?
Pacing, though, it's like left and right to me.
Ooh, so sometimes it felt like the pacing's right, and then sometimes the pacing was.
Yup.
Yeah, okay then. Well, I guess Sony needs to work a little bit on it, but it's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah, it's not too terrible, I would say, but that's what I remember at least.
I see. Compared to Sony's other movie offerings that you've seen lately, would you say it's the weakest in terms of pacing, or probably a little bit better?
If I were to say what I remember the latest of the Sony movies, compared to I watched the other Spider-Man movies, it feels like it's in the middle. I remember.
In the middle. Okay, so not terrible, but not awful, but not good either. Okay, I guess that means that Sony's getting a little bit better with the video game movies, just a little. But that's not saying much, since the bar wasn't already high.
Oh yeah.
But okay. So what was your fate? What do you think would be the recommendation? Would you recommend Uncharted fans checking this movie out?
Me, I would just say this for sure. If once you watch the movie first, hold on a second.
Sorry about that, folks. Had to
A little distraction.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, continuing on. So, what were you saying, bud?
Okay, so for talking about how that went with what was it?
Recommendation. Would you recommend Uncharted fans to check out this movie out?
For my own opinion, I would say, if those of you are wondering, where do you want to start? Okay, so if you jump into the movie, honestly, this worked well with the most people that were non-audience for non-Uncharted fans. It worked pretty well for non-Uncharted fans. But if we're talking Uncharted fans or just gamers in general, I would recommend just play the games first.
Ooh. Well, at least he's honest.
It would work for a lot of non-gamers for sure.
Fair enough.
What I could tell at least.
Fair enough. All right. Well, okay. Hey then, buddy. What is your rating?
Well, I have to be honest myself. I give it like between 6 out of 10 or 6.5, depending what discussion we're talking about.
I see. Okay, so not too bad, but not good either.
And to me, it's like a C tier movie.
I see. See, that doesn't put them right above the Sonic movie and Detective Pikachu, which we both consider to be pretty high.
Yup, I'm not putting Uncharted so high, unfortunately.
But Sony is getting better. This is miles better than the Ratchet and Clank movie.
It is better than Ratchet and Clank for sure. I would definitely admit. I even like the actor for Nathan Drake, though. At least I like the actor at least.
Exactly, but it being 100% better. Oops, hold on a second, guys. Hang on. This happens to me all the time.
Well, I would just recommend put the phone somewhere else. That way you don't accidentally hit something. Excuse us on that one.
Apologies.
Alright, so what's up?
Okay, so yeah, I guess that means that Ethan would consider this. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either.
I would definitely say it's better than the Mortal Kombat for sure, if I'm being honest.
Oof. What about this? That's saying a lot, unfortunately.
But it's still not the best either.
Fair enough. Oh, but the fact that you can put it above Mortal Kombat, that should tell you how much you need to improve by the sequel.
Yeah, of course. I honestly have one more thing to say, but I would just warn them right now, this could be a little speculation, spoiler alert.
Alright, then for anybody who doesn't want to see this, I'll give you 5 seconds to dodge the heck out of here. Alright, go ahead, bud.
Okay, so those of you are wondering, hey, does it have any ending credits? Actually, there is. It's just one thing, though. Right towards the end, let's say the guy who plays Sully actually almost had a hairstyle and a mustache. It's like Sully from a game, of course, except he's not. It's like my hair color, technically. But anyway, what happens is, right towards the end, they were walking out where there's guys around over there, and then for some reason, they were like this. And then after that, cut. So, what makes you say that there might be a sequel? Well, let's just say there were some little hints to what I noticed in the ending scenes. There's a little hints to there might be a second or third eventually. So, what are you hiding, Sony?
Well, of course, like I said, since this is a prequel, that means the second movie will more than likely be based off of the first game.
Right, yeah, so, yeah, they did say this is a prequel, but to me it feels like original.
Yeah, so that means that technically Nathan Drake's real story adventure starts based off of the games in the second movie.
And I hope this second one does well, though, but for me, though, again, like I said, it's a C-tier movie to me.
Yep. Alright. For those who skipped over that part, sorry about that, but Ethan had to discuss it just in case people were curious.
Yep.
But outside of that is Ethan's full opinion on the Uncharted movie.
Yep.
So, overall, Ethan would recommend this to anybody who is a non-Uncharted fan. So if you haven't played any of the games yet, or haven't even touched Uncharted but are interested in it, then yeah, go ahead and check it out. For Uncharted fans, you might end up being a little disappointed.
Yep, kind of like one of my friends, for example. But for me, though, I wouldn't lie, I was a little disappointed too, but not too much at least, because at least the main character himself, Tom Holland, actually made up for it for me.
Fair enough. Alright, well that's all for now, guys. Next big video game movie, movie is the Sonic movie, which won't be for 2 whole months. So our next technical Sonic video game movie of the year won't be for a while. Wow. But speaking of which, real quick, before we close out this video, I want to mention that Paramount just announced 2 new things, speaking of which for Sonic. We're getting a third Sonic movie.
Which might be a spin-off to Knuckles, I believe?
No, that's the Sonic series coming out.
Oh, okay.
The third Sonic movie, which has a red flea. I'm not sure what that's hinting towards. Towards maybe Shadow? Who knows?
Oh, that could be like a Sonic Adventure 2 over again.
Oh,
if that's the case.
They better treat that one with a lot of respect, because Adventure's a very touchy subject for a couple Sonic fans.
That's for sure.
But yeah, we'll get in the third Sonic movie. I know, not even before the second one's coming out, and we're already getting the third. Are you sure, Paramount? Are you really sure? I mean, I'm not doubting you, but Sonic has a curse to remind you.
I mean, right now, the second movie for trailers, as I looked, it seems it's going to be a good movie, but let's see how the hype holds up when it comes.
Very true. We still got 2 months left, like I said, and then we have a brand new Sonic series, which Ethan mentioned, which will feature Knuckles. Not sure if it's a Knuckle-focused series, since it did say Sonic the series, but more than likely it will have Knuckles as a focus.
Right.
But yeah, so we have 2 new series coming out.
Yep.
2 new things coming out. So yeah, there's other stuff I want to talk about in terms of Paramount, but I'll save that for a later video at one point.
Yeah.
Including the title for the upcoming Blue's Clues movie, but again, I'll save that for another time. But yeah, that is all for now. So the next big movie review discussion that we have is, again, going to be a solo Ethan discussion, the Batman movie.
Yep, I cannot wait to see it. It looks pretty good. Of course, another one, a few more, like the Kenshu Kenshin, but we don't know yet. So we'll keep you updated on Twitter.
Yep. And then, of course, like we both planned, we also plan to see the new Dragon Ball and One Piece movie, as we have both planned.
Yep.
Speaking of One Piece, by the way, buddy, there is a new previous One Piece movie available on Netflix that we maybe could watch.
Oh, really now?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
So I'll have to take a look at that, and it's one we haven't seen yet.
Right.
So yeah, we might do a review about that closer to the launch of the new One Piece movie, which is One Piece Film Red.
Right.
But yeah, that being said, I am super excited to see what next discussions take us. And of course, if you're looking for the next video game discussion, that won't be for another 2 months in terms of video game movies, so you gotta wait 2 months before our Sonic movie discussion. But in the meantime, like I said, if you click on the card right onto the side of me, you can see our first discussion for the first Sonic movie, which we even have to watch again just to keep it fresh in our minds.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's all for now. This is yours truly, Music Clues.
Ethan, signing out.
And y'all have a nice
gaming day.
See ya.